50 Shades Darker is a 2017 erotic romance film. Anyway, I had already reviewed the first 50 Shades movie a while ago because, you know, I had, you know what, just go watch that video. I explained why I watched it in the first place. Because I also figured that I wanted to review every movie out there if I could. I know that's pretty much impossible, but I wanted to see. Even if I knew that they would be bad or expected them to be bad, and I expected 50 Shades of Grey to be bad. But after a while, and I'll be honest, I thought, you know what? Nobody's really asking me to do 50 Shades movies anymore, so I'm just gonna let it slide off. Hopefully people will forget. And then luckily one of my coworkers, Emily Martinez, hi Emily, she said that she saw my review and she was like, hey, when are you gonna actually do the review on 50 Shades Darker? And I admitted to her, like, I wanted it to just go in the background. And then she said, no, you need to do the next one because it's better. It's a lot better, especially in the story, and some of the acting's better, or something along those lines. And so I was actually curious to do it, and then while I was getting ready to actually watch it, I looked at the IMDb information, and I recognized the director. The director directed Glengarry Glen Ross, and I actually love that movie. And so I went into it thinking, you know, what could be better? Is the story more coherent? Is the acting between, excuse me, Johnson and Dornan, especially Dornan, better? I mean, what was it? Oh, and I direct this to Emily. Hi, again. I know that you enjoyed this movie, and I'm really glad that you did. I'm glad that you could find some enjoyment out of this, but I gotta admit, I fucking hated this movie. This is garbage. I would actually... Okay, I'm not one to say, I'm not one to go out there at the start and say my full opinion on a movie. I usually wait until the end, but I'm gonna admit it, I fucking hated this movie, even more than the first one. And yeah, I'm just gonna say why. Basically, the story takes place after Anastasia leaves Christian, and then after a little bit, it doesn't even seem like it's been a couple of days, but after a little bit, she decides, you know what, I want to get back together with him, but I want to set one ground rule. No rules in the relationship, no punishments, and no fucking secret terms. And the film is really just a lot of the duo looking at each other across the room with fuck me eyes, and then they go off to have sex. That's literally it. There are two small subplots in the film, one involving a former submissive of Christian's, and another including Anastasia's very rapey boss, but, you know, they don't really matter in the long run. The rapey boss probably matters in the next movie, but really, who cares? The film just feels like an entry-level softcore porno, especially with the use of current pop music during the sex scenes, and I said romance film earlier, I should have put quotes in front of it, because this is just a smutty porn film that actually tries to have an actually good narrative, even though most people who go to see 50 Shades, or any of the movies, or read any of the books, let's be honest, a fair bit of them aren't going for amazing acting and a compelling story. They're going to see, or watch two people have some strange and really kinky sex. There's nothing romantic about this film, and hell, I wouldn't even consider it sexy. And actually, there's something that happens in the film to up the tension for all of us who didn't like the movie, and even the ones who did, and it involves a helicopter crash. You know what, I'm saying this because I don't care about spoilers, because it really doesn't matter in my opinion, sorry if it matters to you, but it really doesn't for me. It involves a helicopter crash with Christian, and it just pops out of nowhere, this entire sequence, and the only reason that it's in there is because it's to show Anastasia that she really does love Christian? What the fuck? I mean, okay, look at it this way. I don't know if that was actually in the book. For all I know, they just put it in, and it makes no sense. But if it was in the book, it just feels like the author was trying to give a concrete reason, or somewhat natural reason, as to why Anastasia would eventually say, you know what, I still want that Christian Grey. characters in this movie are atrocious once again. All the men just see Anastasia as this sex object, and all the women hate her because she's the current object of Christian's affection. And of course, I still haven't seen Dakota Johnson or Jamie Dornan in anything else. My hair's messed up. And despite everybody saying that they're actually really good actors, I still don't really see it. I saw it a couple of times with Johnson. I saw the potential. But with Jamie Dornan, he's still terrible. But, okay, I will give him the benefit, I will give him the benefit of the doubt, though. Because how can you do a good acting job when you have scenes like where Christian takes some lipstick and rubs it across his chest to basically say, "This is my no area. I don't like being touched, especially on the nipples." And Anastasia isn't even written decently. They give her this air of, "I don't like to be controlled. Not allowed." And then Christian will tell her to do something, and then she'll act as though she doesn't want to, but then a minute later, whether it's because she meant to or because it was just something random, she does it with a fucking smile on her face. Fuck these characters! I found no redeeming qualities during this time around. And you know what I think should have been done with these movies? Okay, so they think that the sex is graphic in these movies, but it's not! They're fucking boring! And okay, they would obviously never go very graphic because they want to keep that rated R rating. But if they had actually gone the extra mile and went to the point where it actually became NC-17, you know what? I would say, hey, listen, filmmakers, I don't like your movie, but hey, at least you tried. I respect you guys for that. And for a while I was thinking, you know what? Maybe I hadn't looked at the trailers right for 50 Shades Freed? What is it called? I think it's Freed. But anyway, I was like, hey, maybe they did make that NC-17. That way, you know, it's a little bit better. But no, it's still rated R, so they didn't even learn from their... They didn't even learn from their fucking mistakes. Listen, guys, if you enjoy the books and you enjoyed the first movie, you're gonna enjoy this one. You don't care what I think. You're just gonna go and do that. And plus, like I said, I'm one of those people who believe, listen, if you're able to enjoy a movie that I didn't, I actually respect you a little bit more, because, I don't know, just, I really don't know how to describe it. I respect you a little bit more because you were able to find enjoyment in something that I wasn't. And if anything, I envy you guys. But now for the people who are like me, who could give a shit less about the books or the franchises, for this I give to you. I give this fucking piece of shit film and a most emphatic Tommy Wiseau rating.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Alright, I'm done for today. Please subscribe if you haven't already for more reviews and content and whatever. I'll see you guys.